Welcome to Behind the Scenes number 2 of 95ers. I'm Tom Durham, writer, producer, director, and VFX supervisor of this uber indie sci-fi movie. The amazingly cool 95ers science fiction universe was created by my brother James and I, and the film was produced by myself, Allie, my wife and star of the film, and Brian Paul. These little behind-the-scenes compilations are intended mostly for indie filmmakers and visual effects artists, with lots of fun nuggets for normal humans as well.
Is Kennings after her?
Ian, stop laughing!
Now we're going to go into some of the cool effects of the movie, which include compositing, mograph, particle effects, traditional models and miniatures, practical effects, matte paintings, and full CGI scenes. We were happy to win a few Best Effects awards at various places. Keep in mind as you watch that 95ers is a micro-budget film.
Merry Christmas, everyone!
So, with visual effects of all kinds, it is of course a ton of fun to see ideas turn into scripting, turn into concept art, and finally into fully realized shots. As everyone knows, computer displays in the future are made of holographic bubbles, not the clumsy windows we have today. When I first started building the effects for the movie, I was so excited about the results I was getting that I just plowed ahead, manually keyframing the changes from shot to shot. This was taking a crazy amount of time. Fortunately, I realized that if I front-loaded my work, doing things like building expressions and carefully layering and pre-comping my projects, in the end, I'd be much better off. Which leads me to my next tip. Front-load your VFX work with careful planning. That may seem like a no-brainer, and it is a no-brainer, but for some reason it's really easy to get carried away with a really cool effect you're doing and not doing the planning that will save you a lot of time. In these effects, there is some roto to get the layer maps I needed, but again, if you take the time to develop a bit of a process, it goes more quickly. And really, avoid spending time reinventing the wheel on your effects. Unlock the power of the plugins and your graphics application. Find some presets that geniuses have made and tweak them. It's really amazing what inexpensive off-the-shelf tools can do these days. I'll admit that the eye candy in 95ers is one of the major things that got a distribution, but beware. If your post and VFX team is only a few people, or one person, this stuff can quickly take over your entire production process. Your excitement about the film could be sucked into the vortex of waiting for render bars to complete. That leads to my 6th tip. Don't let the visual effects take over your movie. Remember, people are inundated with awesome visuals these days. What they really want most, and what they don't get enough of, is story.
Where are we?
But creating things that are literally out of this world is dang cool, and is close to the hearts of most sci-fi and fantasy-loving filmmakers. '95ers makes heavy use of models and miniatures, a la Star Wars. There's a certain hands-on fun that you can have with miniatures and in-camera effects. So Clark, you're building a puppet, eh?
Yeah, this is our crane for the building shot, and I'm just going to rig a little string on it so we can give it some life. And in our lighting situation, the string will go invisible. And
do you know why I like to play chess with you, Biggs?
Because no one else will?
this here's the original footage. It's a frame from the green screen shot that we're now matching to the model shoot to fill in the green screen area. And so I've taken tape and I've marked out the significant spacing for the window frame and the boarding portal that we've got here that'll play into the model shot. And now by using our mixer we can switch between the green screen image and our model, and we've lined up our miniature portal right along with the same markings here, so we can now get the perspective accurate, the camera position accurate to the original green screen shot and make accurate alignment.
But some things are of course more flexible and more cost-effective going full CG, like with these scenes. So tip number 7, find good, reliable people to work with you. Please check our IMDb page to see more about our fabulous crew and the people who helped out with this stuff. 95ers is ludicrously ambitious. All of us who worked on the production and the post-production and the visual effects, we obviously wish we had more time and money, but from the feedback we're getting, a lot of the imperfections that I see and the other filmmakers and visual effects artists see, the audiences don't seem to mind. They've been pretty captivated by the story, which is something that I'm really, really excited about. The Time Machine started with some crazy ideas my brother James and I had about time travel. Crazy meaning the real way time travel can be accomplished and paradoxes properly dealt with. And as a filmmaker and storyteller, it was pretty awesome seeing these ideas being realized visually. So I hope some of this info has been useful. I have learned so much through this process and have met so many cool people. In the end, I think we came up with a decent little sci-fi flick with some awesomely huge sci-fi ideas behind it. And hopefully you'll be hearing more about the 95ers universe in years to come. Thanks in part to the visuals we were able to achieve, we impressed a distributor and the movie was picked up. Now, getting a distributor and getting buyers to actually pay that distributor for the movie are two completely different things.